Hey friends, let me fix the light in here. I feel like it's really dark, but if I put this light on, it's like really bright. Can you see me? Yeah. Sorry. So I have a light in my office, and I'm going to share my birth story with you. So I said I would be live in 5 on my other page, so I'll wait like one more minute, and then I'm going to just start sharing my story. I thank you guys for jumping on. Do I look different? Can you tell? I am officially a mom, and I've been wanting to share my story since I got home, just because it wasn't the birth thing I had planned, but you can't plan that kind of stuff, and I always knew that going into it I was going to be flexible. So here goes nothing. So I'll give you a little backstory. So most of you have been following, I've been doing pregnancy vlog updates on this page for a while now. Oh, thanks. I have my motherly glow and I'm keeping my eyes open with toothpicks. Yeah, so I was doing my vlogs on this page, so I wanted to just kind of wrap up the story with the birth story. So backstory, James was supposed to be born on March 10th, but something in my gut told me he was going to be a little early. A lot of my friends who were due, first-time moms were having their babies early, and I was getting a little freaked out because AJ had a work trip on, what was the date? I'm trying to look at my calendar. On February 27th. And so I just prayed and prayed and prayed that the kid waited until after that, which he did. So once February 27th passed, it was still a crazy end of February. I had a lot of work to do closing up like the end of month stuff. AJ had meetings all week long. AJ's parents were out of town. It was just insane. Hey, Holly. So that whole last week of February, beginning of March was nuts. I was like, okay, please wait. Please wait till March 10th. I really wanted him to come on his due date or like close to it. So I got my nails done. That Friday, it's still on my Facebook page. I did Turbo Fire. I had like all this energy. I felt like crazy, like all over the place. We had to do like this one online class thing together, and I was like, I have to get this done on Friday. So I just, something in my gut and in AJ's gut was like, this could happen soon. Because it was supposed to be our last free weekend, and we were supposed to finish doing the crock pot meals and getting the house organized and all that stuff. But James had other plans. So Saturday on the 5th, or on the 4th, and the 3rd is my dad's birthday too, which is cool. So on Saturday at 4:45 in the morning, I woke up at 4:45, which is a little early for me. I usually wake up at 6:30, and I started feeling like some cramping. I'm like, is this what it's supposed to feel like? I didn't have any Braxton Hicks the whole time, so I didn't really know what a contraction felt like, and my doctor always asked me, and I was like, I don't think I've had any. If you guys have questions too, you can always post as we go along, and I'll read them and answer them. But anyway, so I was like, I'm going to take a shower. I need a shower. Let's see what she said. Oh wow, 3 months early. Yeah, I'm glad she's good and everything, but that is super early. I would freak out. I was freaking out 5 days early. So anyway, so I was like, I need a shower because I hadn't washed my hair in like a couple days or something stupid. So I took a shower and I was like, this pain's still kind of here. So I downloaded some contraction apps, and I was like, I don't know when to start the app, when to not, because it wasn't bad. I was like just a little bit of pain. So we decided to go for a walk at like 6 in the morning, walking around. It was cold out. Me, AJ, and Thor went for a little like 20-minute walk, you know. And then they're still coming. So now they're not bad. I'm still able to talk and all that stuff. Oh, thanks so much. I feel great. So I'm still able to talk, and then we're like, okay, let's watch Trolls, because I'm obsessed with the Trolls movie. So we watched some Trolls, and at 9 o'clock, my contractions were 5 minutes apart for a minute long. And the doctor said, that's when you come in. So we're like, okay, let's do this. So we go to the hospital. They check us into triage. You know, I'm having contractions. And they're like, you're 1 centimeter. Woo! Still 1 centimeter. So they're like, you can go for a walk, or you can, you know, you can go home and come back when they get worse. So, because I didn't know, my doctor just said come when they're 5 minutes apart for a minute, which they were for over an hour. but they weren't to the point where I was like grimacing in pain. So we decided to go to breakfast, our last breakfast, just the two of us. And then, these comments are funny. Yeah, way more put together. Oh, I'll tell you why I'm put together, because my son is like an angel right now, knock on wood. Anyways, and I had a photo shoot today. Well, he did, but I was in like 2 pictures, so I put on makeup. Anyways, so we decided to go to breakfast the last time, the two of us, and that's when they were starting to pick up, because I asked the waitress something, and then I had a contraction, and I was like, just sitting there. I couldn't answer her. I just sat there and was like breathing. And then we walked around Walmart because it was cold out, so we needed to go somewhere to walk around. So why not Walmart and look at all the weird things in Walmart? So we walked around Walmart, but that got a little intense because there were a lot of people. So we went home. AJ's parents came and got Thor, and I was starting to feel worse. I took a shower. I took a bath. I was just starting to get in pain. So now it's like 4 p.m. I'm like, that's it. I can't take this anymore. Let's just go. So we go to the hospital, and I'm like, this time I'm staying. So they check me in. I was only a 2. Like, woo, I'm at a centimeter in all those hours. So, and my contractions, like I said, were every 5 minutes for a minute long. But they weren't like terrible, but they were happening frequently. So then we get checked in. Things are still like not really progressing. We're hanging out. We're going for walks. The doctor ended up breaking my water because I wanted to do a natural birth. That was my plan, because my sister had 2 kids natural, and if she could do it, I could do it. And also I just wanted to feel what it felt like. So I was like, I want to do this natural. So now I don't know what time it is, but I'm still just a 3. And we're listening to Coldplay and John Mayer. All the nurses loved our room. We have these candles with the light switch on them. We had our lavender oil fused in the room. We had music playing. So anytime the nurses would come in, they're like, this is a good room. And I was just using the breathing techniques, breathing through it. But then it was like midnight, and I'm tired. Like I said, I've been up since 4:45, contractions like all day long. I only ate eggs and like a piece of toast at breakfast, and I was just like struggling. So I'm thinking about the epidural, because I knew that if it got to a point where I wasn't progressing or something, I would just do it. So another nurse comes in, and she was like, if you were my patient, I would advise you just to do it before it gets worse. And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But then I had a contraction. She watched me breathe through it, and she was like, well, actually, you're like handling this really well. I think you'll be fine. So I'm like, okay, let's just do this. So we go for more walks, and then it's 2 a.m, and my nurse comes in, and she's like, I'm like, are they going to check me again, or what's the deal? She's like, well, the doctor will be in the morning. I'm like, the morning? It's 2 a.m. and I'm in so much pain. And so that's when I was like, I need the epidural. I can't take it anymore. I've been doing this since 5 a.m. I'm exhausted. I got to feel what the pains felt like. I don't know why I was so excited to feel the pain. So I got the epidural. The guy was really thorough. I had to like hold still like a statue, and my nurse was amazing. She was my favorite nurse of the night, Daphne. And then I got the epidural, and then I was like, oh, I can relax, because I couldn't feel my legs. I mean, I could feel my toes and stuff, but it was the weirdest thing ever. I had to ask AJ if my legs were still on the bed at one point, because I thought they had just fallen off. I don't know. Or I could feel them, but it was just weird. For any of you moms who had the epidural, you know what it feels like. So I just rested. AJ slept. I was just listening to the heartbeat on the monitor, just like listening to music, and had my eyes closed. So at 7 a.m, another nurse comes in to check me. Or she brought the doctor in to check me, or I can't even remember at this point. I think the fairy dust is starting to come over my head. That's why I wanted to record this. So she checks me, and I think I was a 9. And she's like, okay, things are starting to move. She's like, now we're waiting for this pressure. You're going to feel pressure down, like you have to go to the bathroom. So she's moving me. I'm trying to find different positions, and she keeps talking about this pressure. I'm like, I don't feel pressure, but this pain, I have pain in my side, and I can't get comfortable. Like, I tried laying this way and putting a pillow under it this way, and it was just all pain like down my obliques, and I wasn't feeling any pressure. So she's like, maybe you're feeling that pain instead of the pressure. Maybe I forgot what it's called when you feel it in a different place. she's like, let me just check you. She's like, oh yeah, I can see the head. I'm going to go get my people. And so she like gets the doctor. Everybody comes in. Suddenly there's like a million people in the room and they're explaining how to push and they get me all set up. And they told me not to tell you guys this, but the pushing part for me was like the easiest part of the whole thing. Like those contractions were terrible, but when it was time to push, I think from all the working out and all that stuff, I still had core muscles or something, but the pushing part was like less than 20 minutes. It was like, it wasn't that bad. Like it was, my workouts are harder than that stuff is. And also I did have the epidural still at that point, so it wasn't like I could feel a ton, but you can feel it when you have to push. And AJ was cheering me on, and afterwards we were joking and saying it was like the Turbo Fire workout, where it's like 30 seconds where you go, and then you rest, and it's 30 seconds where you go, because that's kind of how the pushing part was, which I didn't know. It was like push, 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 then you waited, then you push, push, push. What did she say? Yeah, the pushing part's so easy. I don't know why I was afraid of that. So then my favorite part was when he was here. And 8:17 in the morning, this little guy comes up and they put him on me, and it was just the craziest thing. He had so much hair. I can still like see the room, and that's why when people say you're gonna forget this, like I can still vividly remember all of this for the most part. So he came and he laid on my chest, and then they did all their stuff, and AJ and I just like, I cried happy tears. I was like so overwhelmed and couldn't believe that he's here. So James Robert Thornton, who's named after our dads, was born at 8:17 on Saturday, March 5th. He was 8 pounds 2 ounces and 21.5 inches long, and he is the best baby ever. Yay, that's my story. Yeah, and so we named him after our dads. So this is a funny story. AJ's dad is James Andrew, and AJ is Andrew James. And my dad is Robert James, and our son is James Robert. And AJ's mom's dad was Robert, and my dad's, I don't know. There's like Roberts and James in the whole thing. So we kind of just felt like James is the name for him, and I've been debating if we're going to give him a nickname, but right now he's still James to me. I really like James. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, Jerica, I think I'm going to remember this too. I don't think I'm going to forget it. So that's why we named him James Robert Thornton. It's a very formal name, and we might call him JT, JR. Right now we jokingly call him Jim Bob. And like Justine said, he is the best baby, you guys. So I'm having a visitor soon, so that's why I looked at my clock. But so yeah, so he comes out, everything's good. We stayed in the hospital till Tuesday afternoon. I wanted that extra night because, I don't know moms, but nobody told me on the second night the baby's just crazy. So the first night he was a perfect angel. He didn't fuss at all. All the nurses were like, he is so good. The second night I did have them take him for a couple hours so I could sleep. That's good to know. So I will remember this story. Thanks for reassuring that. Yeah, so they took him out the second night. He had all this stuff done. He is healthy and good. And so then we got home and I like had a meltdown because our house was a hot mess because I thought we had another weekend. So there's dishes everywhere and clothes everywhere. And then, you know, right now he's in our room, and so we didn't have things set up the way they should be because I didn't really know like where it would be a good place to change him and this and that. So my sister came over and, you know, talked me down, calmed me down, brought us food. We laughed together, me, AJ, and Amy, my sister, and then I felt better. The first couple nights were kind of rough, but after those first few nights and once the milk came in, it was like game changer. This kid has been, knock on wood, a saint. Like Justine just did his photos and she's like, normally babies cry when I do this, and he's just like, has his hands perfect, like taking pictures. I can't wait to share it, but he's been so good. He's doing really good eating so far. He is sleeping really well. You know, now he sleeps usually the 2.5 to 3 hours. So that's why I do look normal today. I slept from midnight till 3, fed him, then slept from like 4 till 6, fed him, and then slept a little bit longer till like 8. So he's been awesome. I'm trying to see if I can read these. What travels down like a knife? Nothing felt like a knife to me. Can I like scroll and see what that was? Oh, yeah, I didn't wait till I was 9 or 10 centimeters to feel that kind of pain. That sounds terrible. Yeah, I felt enough pain. 27 hours in labor was plenty of pain. But yeah, so this kid is amazing. We're so grateful. I'm grateful for all the moms and friends and people reaching out to me with suggestions and tips. And I had like a couple nightmares back to back. I didn't have any last night, knock on wood. I know my hormones were still getting back on track with things, but I feel really good. He's been amazing. I feel really, really, really grateful. I pray every single day and night with this kid. When I rock him, sometimes I read the little Bible, or when I nurse him and I'm trying to stay awake in the night, I read my Bible app on my phone sometimes, and it's just, I feel really, really grateful and blessed, and I appreciate all the support and all of you for watching this journey. And now it's time for the next chapter, which is getting back in shape. I have weighed myself. I still have like 25 pounds to lose because I did gain more than I wanted to. But I'm not in a hurry. I know it took 9 months to gain it. It's going to take some time to get it back. So I'm not like crazy about it. I was just curious because I know some people lose like 20 pounds the first day. That wasn't the case for me. But he's only, how old is he? 9 days old? 10 days old? So he's still a little one. So we've got a long journey ahead of us. And yeah, I have more exciting news to share with you next month. I'm not pregnant again, obviously. But yeah, this has just been so much fun. And I've told you guys in my other videos that I was afraid to get pregnant because there's a bunch of reasons. Like, I always grew up with kids, and my brother's 10 years younger than me. I helped him when he was a little baby. Then I used to babysit. Then I taught dance. I was a live-in nanny. I've been around a lot of kids. Like, when I nannied, it was a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. And when I left, it was a 5, 3, and a newborn. So when people tell me some of the stories about being a mom where you can't eat your food, you can't go to the bathroom, like, I've already been through a lot of that. But it's pretty funny now being a mom because I don't care as much because it's my kid. And it's like every time I go to eat, he wakes up. Like right now, we're going to have dinner. Let me see if there's any other comments. And he's adorable. You're amazing. Thank you. So my friend's bringing us dinner, and I'm sure once she gets here, he's going to wake up and need to eat dinner. But that's okay. I don't mind because he is an angel. So I will do whatever he needs. And I just keep laughing because he's so little. And my husband is 6'2". So when I'm like holding him, I'm just being like, oh man, at some point you're going to be like giant. And I'm going to be like, remember when I used to hold you and rock you and sing to you when I can't really sing? So my birth story was good. It was harder than I thought it would be. I thought I had it in the bag because I've run a marathon. And also, my nurse said her whole thing only lasted 3 hours. So I think that's a different story than 27. But everybody's story is so different. Everybody's baby's so different. Everybody's body's different. So I knew going into it, like, I just had to go with the flow and just trust myself and my body and know if I could do it or if I needed the little epidural, which I'm glad I got, because I don't think I would have made it till 8:17 the next morning. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching. I should go because my friend is coming over and bringing us dinner, which is awesome. Yeah, we've had visitors almost every day since we've been home. Monday was the first day I had off. Family members bringing us food and just stopping by and helping out. My mom's going to help out tomorrow. So that's another thing too. If you're a new mom or if you're going to be a first-time mom, ask for help. Like, people want to help and they know, like, they're going to come hold the baby, but like my mom knows she's also going to help out a little bit. So especially like those first couple days, like when you can't really do anything. Yeah, 26 hours. I ended in a C-section. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's so long. I don't want to think about that anymore. It's so long. Yeah, I was grateful that things worked out the way they did. And yeah, so what I was saying is, if you are a new mom or if you're having another baby, like, don't be afraid to ask your family for help. I know mine loved coming over and visiting and bringing us food. And my friend Kristen said she was proud of me for asking for help, because if you know me, I like to do everything on myself, and I'm very by myself, and I'm independent, but it takes a village. You know, my friend Jenny commented on one of my posts, and it does take a village, and I love being a part of this mom family now, and all the support and the love. And my little man's still sleeping. I'm sure he's waiting till dinner to wake up, but that's all good. But thanks again for watching, you guys. I'm going to be sharing my journey postpartum now. So I have taken my first pictures just to have, you know, to show you guys what I look like a couple days after and then a week after. And I'm going to kind of do like bump pictures again. So I took a picture every week of my bump, and I'm going to do the same thing and kind of just watch. I'm not going to share them all, but I'm going to share them as I go along and see how amazing the human body is. So anyone who's ever like hated their body, or I'm going to cry a little bit. Oh, I did so good not crying, but like I spent a lot of my life being really hard on myself and being upset that I didn't have a six-pack and being a dancer and wanting a different body. But like the human body is incredible. Like the fact that it can grow a person and then like a week later, or not a week, but a couple months later, like look normal again is insane. Like, so anyone who's been hard on themselves, just treat your body with love, eat healthy foods, drink enough water, get rest, take care of yourself, you know, because we only get one body and it can do some pretty awesome stuff. So yeah, I'm going to stop crying. I don't know why that made me cry. You never know with these hormones. But yeah, if anyone needs to chat or has any questions or anything they want to share, I'm always an open book, and I'm here, and I appreciate you so much. And like I said, all the moms who have reached out and been there for me, I appreciate that too. You guys are the best. And now on to the next chapter of motherhood and trying to raise a baby and run a huge business and get back into shape, and some other surprises that are coming along the way. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna go chill out now, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for all the love and support. Like I said, I'm so grateful every single day for everything. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching, and have a good rest of your night.